Hi, my name is Eric Reynolds. I'm the Bandana Man. Today's day 3 of our Algonquin 2018 trek, and we're on Ragged Lake. Today what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about this tarp here. This is a very nice tarp. I got it from Sportsman's Guide. It's a 12x12 tarp model WX2-703616. Very, very nice tarp. Now at 2 3/4 pounds for the tarp, the 4 guy lines, and the stakes that came with it, this is an excellent addition to your high adventure equipment. Now I did add 2 extra ridge lines and some extra stakes, so that brought the total poundage for the tarp and all the systems to it to 3 pounds. One disadvantage that out of the box is that it came with some poles, and the poles are themselves 2.4 pounds, and they're a little too heavy and a little too bulky for high adventure camping, so I left those at home. Okay. Now this tarp does have 14 different guy out points, so it allows for different configurations, and I've actually done some adjustments so that I can get some other ones, and I'll tell you about that. Now I would have liked it better if this tarp had 4 more grommets, one in each of the center of the sides, but it didn't have those. So what I did do is I carry a little ball bearing with me, looks like this, and between that and some lark's head knots, I can put a guy out point anywhere I want on this tarp. I really like that about this tarp. Okay, so the lack of them is not a detriment. Now, when I got this thing home, I opened up the instructions and started looking at it. I almost had a conniption. The instructions included with this tarp states it is water resistant, not waterproof. I was like, oh my goodness, this concerns me because waterproof is something that keeps out of driving rain, and water resistant only handles a light mist for a little while. Not really what I wanted. So I went and did some research. Now what I found is that this tarp is made of 190T polyester fabric and has a 1500 millimeter polyurethane rated coating. Like I said, when I did the research, I found out that a 1500 millimeter rating means that the fabric can sustain 1500 millimeters or 60 inches, which is 5 feet, column of water for more than 1 minute before leaking. That's pretty good. In fact, that's strong enough according to REI's site to prevent rain from leaking in a 75-mile-per-hour hurricane force storm. Personally, I don't think the poles and everything else will keep it up that high of wind, but it's good to know that the rain won't go through it even if it did. Now, the general consensus among the sources I consulted is that the rating of 800 to 1,000 millimeters, 800 to 1,000 millimeters means that the material is waterproof. So anything above 1,000 is extra. Now, it's better to have a higher rating as the coatings will wear off over time and the waterproof will decrease over time. So, now that's all for today. I'll be back to you again. Until then, happy trails.